There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Qualified people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the promise of death. The welcome my life without fear.
I live
Master.
Clay Paris, who make on you, I can't Sktv venue. Say my journey, Tina get I say my yamo. And yes, I know money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget now ya to money. That's the TV, and I don't forget it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We study for podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Qualified people who willing to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. The world with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Maggie B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Melbourne, you are muted. Melbourne, you are muted. Melbourne, you are muted.
Yeah, sorry.
The chairman birthday today. That's the show will be big.
What? So yeah, people, you see what can happen. Right? The chairman just come on surprising to me and start to make some correction about yes, what going on behind the scene. But again, that's good. The birthday man is here with us as long last. Today is the 11th of June. Before we see June 11, will be 2027. So we are grateful to God at least that we are alive to see the birthday of one of our own, Steve Bole, or better Steve Mose. The 12 talking man today will be here with us already. Already started, and in fact, he's seated already beyond his gadgets in making sure that also form part of the broadcast. So, Steve, happy birthday to you, my dear good friend and brother. What's up, everything?
No, the birthday got even better. I want to say thank God. The birthday got better. In other news, quickly, let's get to the issue. In other news,
you're not joining into other news question. We're not get my material on time. Where you running? What happening?
Quickly, let me speak to the Labrampo now. My man, let me speak to the Labrampo. That my birthday, I get ready to do what I want to do. And now your birthday, my birthday, why you fighting?
Nobody.
Man, I want to wish. My man, you can't find me on my birthday. You can't. We'll probably on the show.
But when I get to you now, you coming in. I don't know whether it's coming from your end or from my end. But when I get you,
my man, say your gadget to the floor is supposed to be because as part of the birthday celebration, we'll have Honorable Yeke Koluba join us via phone from Guinea Conakry on the show. Yeke Koluba will be joining us briefly from Guinea Conakry on the show. I know the Labrador people have seen the video posted of Honorable Yeke Koluba. We want to ask him if that video is authentic, if that's him or not. we were able to speak with Honorable Yeke Koluba. So the thing when he said behind the hall, you know, Honorable Yeke Koluba, that scared me. He said he won't talk in front of the hall. If that he in Guinea there or not. But folks, let's share the show. Good afternoon to everyone. As always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. The Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. Folks, please don't check. Don't change nothing. Call your friend, tell your friend. The show will be hot. Today also the Monk birthday.
Yeah.
Me and Monk spoke early this morning. We talk a lot. Today is Monk birthday. Today the Monk's birthday. Today the Monk birthday. That me and Monk birthday. Me and Monk were born on the same day. Just so you know. So happy birthday to my boy Monk. Monk, wish you many more years. You already know what's up. Me and Monk talk almost every day. We are in touch. But let's share the show now, folks. I ain't sharing the show because the show will be so hot. The show will be hot today. You don't want to check. They are so-called drug that in Labrador right now. We'll ask Honorable Yeke Koluba what he knows about it as well. We have got us some information as well. We want to know if it is confirmed or not. A lot of things happening. Let me just tell you for the record. I see y'all. Let me get two things I want to say quickly. I'll tell you about the Melbourne as we build audience because we'll be calling Honorable Yeke very soon. We will be calling Honorable Yeke very, very soon. Folks, let's share the show as you come on. Share the show. Melbourne, my man, share the show. What do you're afraid to share the show? What's your problem? You're afraid to share the show? I've seen y'all making all the noise. Okay, I seen who that is that Aliu? I seen Aliu. Let me just tell you straight. There are two things I want to clarify before going anywhere. I want to clarify two things before going anywhere. We'll be inviting Honorable Yeke Koluba on the show. He will join us from Guinea Conakry. We're asking some quick questions. Another thing I want to bring to your attention quickly. I see y'all passing around. Some of y'all from Africa say you're supporting Mexico against South Africa in the African Cup of Nations. There are some South Africans that are misbehaving. They are xenophobic in South Africa. They're not all the South African. I support Bafana. I'm an African man.
You talking about the World Cup? The World Cup.
I disagree with the xenophobic behavior in South Africa. I disagree with how some South Africans are misbehaving on other Africans. But that will not stop me from supporting an African nation against Mexico. And I got no connection with Mexico. What didn't worry me? I support South Africa in the World Cup. I'm against some South African going against the fellow Africans. The brutality, I'm against it. But I support South Africa in the African Cup of Nations in the World Cup. Let's just get it clear. I'm against the xenophobic behavior, but I support South Africa. You who want to support Mexico, you go support Mexico. Good luck to you. And I worry about that. In another news, let me take a stand quickly on it because we'll get Masale, then we'll invite Honorable Yeke Koluba. We'll try connecting with Honorable Yeke Koluba here quickly so that we can hear from him because he has a busy schedule. We don't want to waste his time. In other news, the pastor from Nigeria, that my new hero, I want to announce to you on my birthday today. That my hero, the pastor from Nigeria, that my hero. I support the pastor from Nigeria. The pastor from Nigeria, that my new hero, I support him. He's one of the men of God. I know that whether you call him fake man of God, you call him fake prophet, I support him in a statement he said about Joseph Boaka and about Liberia. I support him. Let me be clear about it again. I support the pastor. Let me say it again because me, I don't go behind the house to talk. I don't do gossip business. The pastor from Nigeria, that apostle, whether he's man of God, he's not man of God, I support the statement he made about Joseph Boaka and about our country. In fact, that pastor has become a new hero. And all your other pastors who say now in Labro, who saw your birthright, you need to shut up. You're not serious minded group of people. You're not serious minded group of people. You ain't got boss. If you got a man who got boss who say the truth, I support that man. That's why you see me. I support Yeke Koluba. I stand with Yeke Koluba. Let me say it today. I stand with Yeke Koluba. Yeke Koluba is a man of integrity. You might not like the way how you say it, but Yeke Koluba is not a liar. Yeke Koluba is not a crook. Yeke Koluba is not a criminal. You might not like the way how you say it. That one of your business. Everybody can talk the way this whole talk. Some people that how they can talk. Me, I thought the way I talk. Yeke thought the way I talk. You might not like it, but Yeke Koluba is truthful. He will say the truth. And Yeke Koluba cares about Liberia and the Liberian people. Many of you Liberian, you are hypocrite. You're not used to the kind of people. So I stand with the pastor. I stand with that pastor that Joseph Baga is very confused. And because Joseph Baga is confused, the confusion will trickle down to the country and it will impact the economy and the entire country will be confused until 2029. Can you imagine they prove the men of God right as we go against that pastor? Because he connected with Joe. Who told you say when the devil come from hell and say Jesus that God, I would not believe him because he's the devil. Also, you Christian, if the devil come from hell right now and say, oh, the thing what you been knowing or what you been believing, the devil can confirm it. You say you not believe it. The pastor said Joseph Baga a demon, and I agree with the pastor because Joseph Baga told you say he will dance with the devil. When you dancing with the devil, he's gonna be who holy man. Joseph Baga is confused. I told you the show will be here. You share the show. You know the part people come and get feeding. Me, I ain't worry about that. I don't get time for all that. I will say the truth. The plot the truth is. Anyway, let's welcome Mr. Aliu Masare. Welcome to the show. For I call on the honorable man.
Good afternoon, Chairman. Happy, blessed, and prosperous birthday to you, and also Brazilian Mong. Even though you're not here with us, but happy birthday to the both of you. Best wishes and many more years to come. Good afternoon to our listening audience and follower Mayborn. Glad to be here again today. Thank you.
Well, that's great. Thank you. In fact, those of you who just joined, let me recognize few of you. Mamandi Donut, thank you for joining us. Those of you who are also watching, Adrisa Thompson, thank you. Caroline Yimpa, as usual, always here with us. That's good. I like your zest. I like your energy, and I like everything that you are into, especially when it comes to the issue of foreign viewer media highlights. That's the best thing to do. Caroline and Musa Jabate, thank you. Lai Kane, thank you for joining us. And Rabbi, all of you, yeah, thank you so much. And Yvonne, thank you. Also, yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Quickly. I beg you. I want to connect the honorable man, Honorable Yeke Koluba. We are able to get hold of him. Honorable Yeke Koluba, good afternoon.
Steve, what's up?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you today?
I'm doing very, very good. How's everything?
Yeah, everything fine. Thank God. Thank God for life. The Liberian people are listening to you. We thank you for taking our call here on Sktv. Most recently, we saw you saying to your supporters, to the Liberian people and to the world at large, that you are going to Ghana. You announced it a few months or a few weeks ago. You're going to celebrate your children's birthday, I think your twin, and you're also going to spend time with you're going to spend time with the family. How is Ghana and how is that going so far?
It's okay, bro. Ghana right now.
Oh, okay. Let's get to that other part of the conversation. So, where are you right now?
I'm in La Guinea.
You are in Guinea.
Yes, I'm in Guinea.
Guinea that occupy what?
You see trending on social media is my video.
The video we see trending.
They didn't play the entire video. They did not play the entire video. When you watch the entire video, you see the people that want to receive me from the airport, taking my bag from me.
Okay.
So that's my video on social media. That video is mine.
So you are currently in Guinea. Hello?
I'm in Guinea.
Okay.
And I'm a go by road from Guinea to Liberia to the counter border. I'm a go by road. If I want my follower to keep following my page, if I'm going my road, I will put it on my page. I'm going my road.
Okay.
I'm a go by road to Liberia, to the Guinea border.
So, honorable folks, just so for some of you who are listening and maybe you are not getting it too loud and clear, Honorable Yeke Koluba is confirming that he is currently in Guinea and he might go by road to Liberia. Honorable Yaka Koluba, based on what's going on with Guinea and the same situation that led to some of your colleagues claiming that they expel you, what's the purpose of your visiting Guinea?
So my visit was very good. Now that I know 100% that I place for my Guinea, but when I come to Liberia, I will tell you that I just do. And when you saw President Lumuya and Joseph Waka speaking, the conversation, I got a conversation now. When I come, I will explain to the people what they discuss what President Lumuya doing. But I'm doing very well in Guinea. I'm here for some time, but yeah, I will be passing to the Ganta border to Liberia.
Oh, so you are telling us that you finally gathered the full information as to what was discussed by President Joseph Yuma Boakai and Dumuya, and also you can when you get to Liberia, you will confirm to the Liberian people in the world that indeed the land is for Guinea.
Yes.
Okay.
That I can say for a fact. That place is owned by Guinea.
Okay.
It has been proven 100%.
Wow.
When I was giving the information, was 80%, but it has been proven 100% that that place is for Guinea.
Okay.
So there's no dispute about it. And Mr. Boakai knows that very well. And so everything I've been saying, I still maintain my statement that that place is for Guinea. And it's 110% confirmed that the place is for Guinea.
Wow. So but you are also saying that you going you will go to Liberia back through Ganta border.
Yeah, I may use the road to go to Liberia through the Ganta border. I'm waiting for few things I'm supposed to get to Cameroon, and when I get it, I will come by road. If now I have to go back to Ghana and come to Liberia by air. But I'm 100%. I'm like 75% sure that I will go by road.
Oh wow!
I'm waiting for the 25% to confirm it.
Okay. Well, wow, Honorable Yaga Koluba, this is interesting. But quickly in the conversation, Honorable Yaga Koluba, within the conversation, the whole Guinea situation, you being Guinea, you confirming to the Liberian people in the world that you are currently in Guinea. Just yesterday, there was a huge, yesterday or the day before yesterday, a huge drug bust in Liberia. I think about 19 million United States dollars. Up to now, the D is telling all that they don't know what's going on and they got people, but they can't call their name. What do you know about this? What do you make of this whole thing?
No, Steve, I'm here now to cover the drugs being on time in the drugs were brought in the first one. The reason why I came to the public is because the American government is involved. That's why you see it came to the public. If it had not been for the American government involvement, nothing was already done. The American government insisted that it come public. That is why they don't want to call the first family name. Mr. Boakai and his family people know who brought the drugs. They are facilitators. Mr. Boakai and his family are facilitators of that. They are the facilitator of that drugs. They know how the drugs came. They facilitated the drugs to be transit in the bureau before it be picked up. But when the American government, it was the American government that even gave the tape out to the DEA. When the Liberian government Mr. Boakai was already aware that the drugs was there, but he not wanted the Liberian people to know. So the American government insisted that the Liberian people be informed. That's what you see up to now. But Steve, you remember there was a musician that was caught for opium, right? He was paraded all in the street, right?
Yeah, why Bucket wrong?
Why Bucket wrong? Why you think up and now the public is not informed? Because the first family is involved. I wanted to say this why I'm in Liberia, but I have to say it because you asked the question. So the reason why they can't call the police right now is because it will become an encouragement for Mr. Boakai and family to be involved with drugs coming to Liberia. And this is not the first time, from what I know.
Oh wow!
This is the normal thing that they usually do.
Oh wow!
But this one playing in the eyes of the American government. The American government, I want to challenge the American embassy right now tonight.
So you are saying
if they are not involved with information.
So you are saying that the American, let me say the American embassy, Joseph Yuma Boakai, the first family is fully involved and knows about this drug business.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That is what I'm saying.
I'm
challenging to break the poll. While up to now, they grab that kind of huge quantity of drugs. No suspect. Steve, you want to believe that?
Wow.
Why do people want to juggle the liberal people? You want to believe that? And we come up, maybe the next government will expose the people, will expose Joseph Bakari, because they still trying to play around it. The only interest the American government had was the drug should be seized, and it was seized. If they want to call Mr. Bakari, they can do that. The interest of the drug should be seized. Because people are only way to Canada.
This is scary. Joseph Boakai then campaigned to us that they were coming to get rid of Kush and everything else.
We campaign with everybody that we're going to get rid of.
Yes.
Say, yeah, don't say Joseph Boakai. We were in the street campaigning. Wow. But is that what we campaign for Mr. Boakai to be drugs facilitator? We say no.
So
but the people need to take the courage to call his name.
Okay. So about speaking about this whole thing, the whole Guinea thing, I want to come back to it. How far is your case now? Because I know the last time before you left, one of the justices, his ruling. And did your lawyer take this to the full bench? What is it? No vacancy has been declared yet.
Steve, this time in history, you will be a proprietor of a school. You want to have PTA meeting, and your school did not send the parents the citation for the PTA meeting.
Yeah.
But you hold the parent responsible. Let me tell you something. Since I go to Guinea, I have all other things. I've seen other things. So for me, we just wait for Ottawa to come. Let them compare with Kaba, because Kaba said the people were not properly served. Why should a party be responsible for the misstep? No party should be responsible for the code misstep. You're a proprietor of a school. If you did not set your statistics, the parent be responsible for it. I'm a parent in the matter. Why should I be responsible for citation that they receive through the PTA?
That's very interesting.
Steve, people at your cost.
What do you make of Honorable Yega Kolwa? Some Liberians are referring to you as some people say you predicted, you prophet, or whatever. What do you make of Sheikh Wiate also being? And you said that he was going to get let go, and you told us that they were going to have a process.
For the first day I got the information. I posted on my page that Mr. Boakai have told the House of Representatives to pass a vote of no confidence in Sheikh for him to be expelled. And everybody say, oh la la la, what happened there? And the day won't stand at it. So you can say, that money was distributed by James Colette.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But why did James Colette was on the floor lobbying that day? James Colette distributed that money 7,000 US each to all the people that voted. The member prison, all of them that voted, they gave them 7,000 each. A company can be all of the country and voted.
Wow.
I don't know what kind of hustle is that. You see a woman out of Bible from. See what hustle on. Be all of the country and vote. Because the money is there. Anything I got to do with money, remember it involved.
What do you make of? I know you said Joseph Boakai will be one-time president, like you told George Weah. George Weah then brought in Director Lassana. What do you make most recently the confirmation of the new NEC boss? What do you make of that? Do you think that could still keep Joseph Boakai and Unity Party in power?
Joseph Boakai can bring Katomo as acting boss. Joseph Boakai will be defeated.
You say he can bring?
He make Katomo. He make Katomo election function boss. Joseph Boakai will be defeated.
Okay.
When you come to Guinea, you know what Dumia did? He incorporated all the oppositions. Come and see how Guinea look there right now. In fact, there will be no opposition. Because he incorporated everybody. Everybody enjoying the government.
A young probation.
Oh, wow.
Everybody enjoying the government. Yeah. He's doing well in Guinea. He brought left to Guinea. He incorporated all his oppositions. They are all part of the government. So how will you talk about all of your part of the government? You will run the government and that will President Dumia have done.
Wow.
So Steve, I won't go rest.
Okay.
Steve, I got a quick question for the honorable man.
In terms of supporters, Let me tell my supporters that who they have no ball.
No, Abraham, Abraham, he said he got one question for you. Can you take one question before you go, please?
Go ahead.
Abraham, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Honorable Yaka Kolba, good evening and good afternoon to everybody, man. This is Abraham Connick. Honorable Kolba, with regards to your current visit in Guinea, are you telling the Liberian and the world that you have gotten of verifiable information that the land in question is actually for Guinea? Can we take it as a complete confirmation that you have consulted with the Guinean authority on that?
I will not tell you who I've consulted with, who I've met. I can tell my left. That place 110% is on my.
Okay.
Well,
thank you.
Honorable, thank you so much. Thanks for taking our call. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Let me say to my supporters, they remain strong. We're here. When we get back, we'll give people all the details on the happening to the border. And if possible, we'll display some pictures and some videos for the border.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Have a good night.
Steve, let me tell you something. Don't look at the wet level you want. Don't do it. You can't say that paper and boss it. You can never hire your taking that paper. I don't care what you do the water away from. So don't never want us snake and leg. I'm in Guinea, enjoying myself. I'm having a good session in Guinea. I'm doing very well in Guinea. Thank God the government of Guinea. I'm here, stationed in my hotel. To my supporters, I'm doing very well. Don't mind the people. The video you see on social media is my video. I'm in Guinea. Let me confirm to all of you that I'm in Guinea. Everything okay with me. I'm doing very good. I may be coming through the border, Guinea border by law, but I'm trying to get a 10 to 25% insurance on what I'm supposed to get. As long as I get it, I will come by road through that border. If not, I will have to go to Canada and come by air. And the kids before the code, you don't be worried. Let them rule any kind of way they want to rule. But I can never apologize to Joseph Walker. I can bet my left. The day I do it, your stone will rock on your kill. I can never ever. I've never said everything that I said is correct. The day is for my kid. First, I said when I came to Nigeria airport, I said, can they feel within and set a lane for them? But now I'm confirming 110% of the lanes for them. And Mr. Walker is aware. That is the conversation we were having when they went to that F1 meeting. What we were discussing, I know what we were discussing. I will tell everyone, and I will not disclose the information on your show. I've disclosed all the information on your show.
All right.
So let me let you go.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Well, folks, there you have it. No more. I got to do a quick run, so I'll turn it back over to you. But there you have it. No more. I'll be ready. It's over to you.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you, Steve. And let me say thanks to the Honorable Mayor, Honorable Yeke Koruba, the 12 talking. For a matter of fact, like you said, Steve, I think Honorable Yeke Koruba are proving beyond all reasonable doubt about, in fact, he's one of the best for now in Liberia, because if you see Marvin Coolen, somersaulting, apologizing, and so forth, then it's speaks for now to where we are as people, where we're going, and the type of maybe the type of society that we all that we feel that we want to build. But again, thanks to all of you. AB is here, Mr. Dishu is here also with us today. Ayusha, Brother Aliu, always here with us, and we have this quick video that we want to play because we have the issue of drugs. That will be our talking point here this evening, and along last also the World Cup also start on today. Those of you who are also following, sorry that we didn't talk about that earlier because Steve talking about so many things that have to do with his birthday and so forth. So the World Cup started on today. Mexico host South Africa. For a matter of fact, Mexico, they are the co-host when it comes to the World Cup 2026. So again, if you there people, yes, these are some of the happening. Yes, again, Yeke statement or a latest interview, not too long. I think he says so many things. I'll be asking all of our panelists about what they make of Yeke Koruba's statement about the U.S. most of the time, some of these things will happen. It's always the US that will always intercede. Most of these things they call us, call our security, but we keep spending millions of dollars into our security sector, the NSA, the other group of people. At the end of the day, when there are so many security implications, you will always see the US interceding or calling our security and telling them that no, this is what's going on, this is wrong, come. In fact, they'll begin to even give them tips. And sometimes they get some of the information that sometimes they come out with, but they will not come out and tell you the word said. They will not come out and tell you that, oh, it is the UN. No, you don't do that. But again, Aliu, I don't know, should we play the video first of this? I don't know, was he the former deputy for operation at the LDA, the man who said that the executive and the other group of people, they are the ones that are involved into drug business and so forth. And I will let you.
So also apply to the agency. If you can't to volunteer, you don't want to say, you don't know anything there, why do you volunteer? So if you see the influx of drugs, it comes from those kind of misleadership or misrule. You understand that? So you talk about LDA officers consuming drugs. All right? But let me let you know, if you know one, you let me know. If you know one, you let me know, because we gotta know we'll fire you right away. You can't be consuming drugs and you want to go fight somebody to stop. So that is just about it. You know, we don't consider it. I mean, we don't have consideration for people like that. So these are our focus. Okay. And also, you talk about high ops involved in distributing drugs and whatsoever. The issue of drugs, there's nobody that I know, as far as a leader for the agency, that is that is trafficking drugs, because that is the fight that we are doing. We start putting ourselves. Whatever that we put out there must be example. So the issue of accusing people on this drug thing, there's a reason for that. Because even in the society, from all sectors, I will say openly here, from the executive, the first president of the government, and to the judiciary, you go in the sector, you will find somebody involved with drugs. The reason is simple. Drug is a lucrative business, so everybody want to get money. For that, you will find somebody somewhere who is involved. So when you fight these drugs, you find almost people everywhere. So your security is just in God's hand. Because you can be sitting where one brother is involved because he's getting money in it.
Well, wonderful. There we go. Let's start off with Aliu. Aliu, I think you can still remember this man, but then I think it was part of the first interim, I think, leadership, right, of the LDA. But because based on the statement, they have to let most of them go. In fact, also you also have to leave or if I go. But from this statement, even though we will come back to Yeke Koluba, but from this statement that drugs is a lucrative, maybe commodity or something that everybody want to be involved with, or maybe they want to do. One, because you talk about the executive, the judiciary, and these are two branches of government that are active, especially in controlling things. Because from the executive, they control the security. The judiciary, they control the rule of law, everything. Also, they do also the pathway. They are also with the security, but 100% the security has been controlled by the executive. Where are we heading to? Because for the next statement I speak for that yesterday, everybody wants to be involved with the drugs issue. How can the issue of drugs back to back, once upon a time have been used as a campaign, but today we're still seeing the same thing. And this issue of the $19 million worth of drugs today, where 6 persons, according to the LDA, acting here that indeed 6 persons have been people of interest of so forth. But what say you, my brother?
Excuse me. Oh, thank you, Mabel. First of all, I would like to apologize to people who believe in me and people who trust me, because I think 1 or 2 months ago I have been praising the LDEA. I think even yesterday or day before yesterday that they are doing extremely well when it comes to the fight of drugs in the country. But they had disappointed me. So I don't even know what to say. But you see, like you said, Mabel, this government, they campaign on drugs that we were just discussing the same issue. Josh, we have Finabono, Jefferson Koji, they were the one bringing drugs into the country. And today they are no longer in power. Why are we still arresting drugs into the country to our various border points and communities and whatsoever? And what this man said, or the reality has set in, there is no point in time during any 12 years that the issue of drugs became a national security issue that become to call people name is a classified issue. No, there was no point in time under the Weah administration that they criticized and they accused of bringing drugs into the country to destroy our children, our brothers and sisters, that the issue of drug was a national security issue. But now a government that came to fight drugs, to make sure that Liberians get a better living and stop taking drugs, the issue of drugs had now become a national security issue. When other people were arrested with drugs immediately, today Musa Bedete's son is behind bars and other people. Bucket Rock, quite recently, everybody using it as an example today, you were arrested with just a drug that even less than even $20 US. Almost 2 weeks, he was being paraded with by the Liberian Drugs Enforcement Agency here and there, up and down. And that was only because he connection with the CDC. That's why they did it. So everything about this government is being done selectively, not holistically. And today, if this man, this audio that he just played, the video that he said that the 3 branches of government, they are all involved into the issue of drugs, yes, we can believe it now. If they will arrest a $19.2 million worth of drugs that were to the airport waiting for Brussels Airlines to airlift that drugs into another country, how did the drug enter Liberia? Josh Weah is no more president. Finabondo is no longer there. Jefferson Koji is no longer there. And when you listen to Mema Briggs, that shows that they even said get more of that drugs in the country. They brought it there. The one that are for Liberia, they left it there. The one that are not for Liberia, that's why they were exporting. See the drug, how it is compressed, sealed, and stamped under the rescue government. Today, it is alarming that nobody in the rescue government had talked about this drug to even say, oh, that question our government. Those people are quick to cause man empire. Today we hear from the information ministry, where is Mo Ali and all of they were quick to insult the pastor to respond to him. If you people claim to love Liberia, you're king to rescue. These are things that we're expecting you to speak out now, so that tomorrow you will be on the record. But it is alarming that the entire rescue government, everybody is quiet. They cannot say anything about the drugs because it is now a classified issue. It has now become a national security issue. It is the reason why they continue to put more money in the budget for NSA to make sure that when it comes to drugs issue, it's a national security issue. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother Ali. Let's move to Mr. Tishu, who just joining us. Mr. Tishu, thank you for joining us. Been a little time now, but I thank God that you're back with us on the Thursday. What say you, Mr. Tishu? I guess you've been following all of the happening before coming to Brother AB, and with the issue of drugs now are becoming like talk of the day. Liberians are eager to know exactly where the drugs coming from, who are those people, or who are those cartels that are right here in Liberia who continue to or maybe receive the drugs, then after they distribute the drugs, like Brother Ali just stated, because indeed it's a serious cartel that maybe they are here, and every time when people send the drugs, they are the one there to distribute the drugs. So we want to know who are those cartels. Liberians are eager to know. Those names shouldn't be maybe placed under the carpet. And people, investigation. Yes, even before investigation, if Maybon is involved, you will say allegedly Maybon or maybe form part of the entire thing. But if Mayborn have been taken to court, if Mayborn maybe nothing to do, then he will be removed from the people that also be part about to be earning the memes. You don't want to tell who are those people. You want to investigate it, be the same. And I don't know. But Mr. Dishi, what say you? What's up? Mr. Dishu? All right, but AB, I don't know
Yes,
if you.
yeah, Mr.
Okay.
Kone, are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Mr.
here.
Go ahead. Go ahead, the same question.
Well, thank you again. Aliyu, how you doing, man? Listen, Maybe I'm really shocked today. Of all of these drug situations, it's today that I gotta know that Liberia, the drugs was being, or they were attempting to export it out of Liberia. I thought it was something that came in through via the airport, but rather it was packaged and ready for exportation. That's my shock. There were the whole shock of coming from Maybe, especially such a huge consignment. $90 million worth of drug, it means to say it coming from an industry. It was processed through an industry. There should be a complete, like you're taking something from a factory and you're exporting it. So to at this point in time, 3 days or 72 hours now or so going, to only come out and tell people, oh, you got 3 suspects, when in fact people that was committing less of an offense. Maybe in the United States there are people walking the street and smoke weed without being arrested. That's how much something for personal use, they call it recreational use. You grab people in Liberia and jail them for that. I'm not in support. I'm not a drug person. I don't support it. But the idea is that if you people could parade those people in the street, now that with this huge cloud that is hanging on the Republic image, and you're dragging it on to the point that lawmakers are kind of getting louder in terms of demanding answer, maybe it's troubling. But this government, the problem here is that people even find it difficult to even sometimes come in defense of the government in any shape or form if they try to do anything, because the way they portray issues in our country. Maybe people started sleeping in the graveyard in Liberia, not on the George Weah. Drug addict, they don't want desecrated that Central Street graveyard during the early time, on Mr. Walker and early. But the king made it appear like as if George Weah had drug factory in that country, or he was an agent, or his officials and other people, they demonize it under this kind of guise now. Today, it's at a full step. By the way, all the drugs that they got in Liberia, there were no $19 million worth of drugs ever during the George Weah time. Now they got a huge kind of stand corrected. So it's troubling, Mayborn. They got to come clean with it. No matter who is responsible, they got to come clean with it. Because lastly, Mayborn, even the very government today, at the time they were in opposition, they portray it that when President we have visited the Pentagon and they say, oh, they called the man here for them to deal with him because they got information that he's trafficking drug in the country. Those are the kind of politics that are preaching in our country. And Mayborn, but it's troubling. They need to give an answer, and they need to present to the people of Liberia the doer of this heinous crime. Because trust me, if America is involved in it, they're not going to stop there. Now, if the government decides to shield it, then the government is going to be in trouble. Because then they will hold your credibility into account, and they start to come after you. But again, thanks for the time.
Wonderful. So let's hear from one of our lawmakers, but Aliyu, I don't know what to say about. Mr. Tishu, are you there?
Yeah, you can hear me now?
Okay. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Tishu, because we've been calling you, but maybe you're a little bit busy behind the scene. But go ahead. Let's hear from you before going to our lawmaker.
Yeah, I actually say hi to the listening audience and the panelists tonight. But I actually joined tonight because of the drug business. This is my area, and I have been helping the Liberian people through giving them some technical information about what is happening and how the drugs are coming there. The reason why we are being helped in Liberia is because the American government has the DEA set up within the African range to try to stop the smuggling of drugs. They were first using the desert land with Burkina Faso, Niger, and the other desert lands, but they have stopped it because there's a lot. What is happening right now, what is happening for Liberia is that they're going to try on the sea level. First, the plane used to come and on the desert land, they bring in tons and tons of drugs, and afterwards they burn the plane. And the Americans stopped that in one way or the other, and they are coming through now through the ports. So what they're doing, they're coming through the ports, and they got Sierra Leone and they got Liberia as part of the area because we are vulnerable in our country. What they're using our land because we don't have any security set up. Our network is very poor. We don't have no sniffing dog. We don't have no detector. We don't have anything. So we are very vulnerable to them, and they see the way that they will be able to get these things through, whether they lose 1, 10, 15,000 tons. They don't mind, but the reason is that this outlet is much easier for them. And if you can check last year and this year, Sierra Leone, the 40 ton of cocaine that was seized in Sierra Leone there on the ship that were leaving Sierra Leone coming to Europe, coming here to us. So there is a factory that is set up there in Africa. And I believe what Abraham was trying to say, let me just throw a light to it. There was this wanted young guy that was here in Netherlands. We border with Netherlands, and he was wanted here in Belgium also. What he did was that he found a way and went to Africa, and he passed through Liberia and went to Sierra Leone. He went to Sierra Leone, and this is where he has set up his network, because his time in Sierra Leone, he got involved with William Bow, the president's daughter. He started loving the president's daughter. And how the world got to know about it was that it was through the photo that she put up on YouTube, and the journalists here in Europe captured the picture of this particular guy, and that how come they got to get involved with Interpol and try to see whether they could extradite the guy from Sierra Leone back here to Europe. But until I have information about the time, and I will let it go. I just give you the origin of how this thing is set up.
Yes, so Mr. Dishu, I'll quickly tell you a second. Since you saying that this is your feed, because we have so many people watching, listening, and they want to know, because sometimes, like about AB said, in fact, when the first information came out, in fact, most of our people thought that maybe the drugs just arrived in country. Not even the drugs have been here for a very long time, and maybe there was a certain group of people that was their own portion of their drugs that's supposed to go. That was got arrested. So when you hear the word intercede or maybe the intercede or that, these are kind of I think maybe you have to be a little bit meatier because your side is okay. Yes. So Mr. Deji, yes, it right from whatsoever thing that you just said not too long. I think is educate. So we have should we say that we have a cartel, or we have a place where the guys they always, or we have a transit point. Let me just say maybe it's Liberia a transit point, because first there was $100 million worth of drug sometimes ago, and it was the same America. I don't want to buy or you get called about 12, but according to the information, it was the US that had to help us to even seize that $100 million worth of drugs. Now, according to Yeke Koruba, the same thing again. Where are we heading to? Do we have a cartel or a transit point here.
But maybe what is happening is that the cartel use the factories, they use wholesale people. You know, these people are not people that are staying in Liberia. These people are people that are staying out of Liberia that don't wholesale through containers and stuff like that to Africa. Now, if you have a fish factory or you have a
chicken
factory
feet, maybe small eating, right? Chicken feet, chicken wing, chicken tap, chicken this. That's all
so
the food.
those are the people that you contact. Those are the people that you contact, and they send the thing through these things here. Now, when these things come to Africa, especially Sierra Leone and Liberia, they have no detector. They have nothing to check these things in. So the main point is that they get involved with people who have companies. They get involved with people who have shipping lines. These people have a lot of money. Just imagine the cartel has submarines right now. Submarine where the national government don't even have. The people have submarine to carry it in underwater. So you know how rich these people are. These people control the world in one sense. Look here in Europe, you know how many police directors and how many national security agents and people here that have been involved into these things. The thing is very lucrative. The people got president involved. You understand, man? You think why they have 7 different coups there in West Coast Africa between Niger and things like that? 7 different military people. Only 3 surviving now. The 3 have put themselves together to stop the cartel of it and go into something different. So the people know they're not using the desert land anymore. They're not using Burkina Faso and the other area. So they come into the other area, which in Liberia and Sierra Leone, vulnerable, and they're using the shipping lines and think they have to get it to Liberia. So what Liberia should do right now is that they should be able to start to check on the people who are doing the wholesale. These people have factories, and especially the coordination between Sierra Leone, because that particular person I talked about from Belgium, from Netherlands, that went into Sierra Leone and established there. You have an establishment. Even if they're catching, the establishment is still there. That means to say the police director, the national security people there in Sierra Leone, all their hands are inside. And they have gone to court. These things are on YouTube and they're on different things. So these people here have been investigated and found guilty. So the West African link between Liberia and Sierra Leone is very close. So we have to start the.
I will come back to the security aspect of everything that we are doing, whether our people are vulnerable or not. But let me play this video coming from Representative Mwemba Briggs Mensah, also who said that in fact the LDA they are deceptive. I don't know what trick her to say this, but I'm gonna listen to her and hear her view on the entire $19 million worth of drugs, which of course we're hearing that names and then we hear there are no publications, nobody telling us exactly about who those people are, where these people are coming from, whether they are close to the power that be or not. We want to know because, like Alice said not too long, when somebody drink, when somebody smoke the opium, I think about AB said that. When somebody smoke opium, you know, during those days, opium, come on, sometimes you play behind your horse. But not in day, you don't easily do it. You don't easily do it. So Bucky Roy was arrested, paraded up and down. Some of us here, in fact, including me, we also posted, talk about the issue of drugs. How come other people's names will be withheld? And we investigating what? Why can't we now know who are those people that behind the substance of the $19 million worth of drugs? But let's listen to our own lawmaker and hear from her before asking our team of panelists about the security implications, what's going to happen, how vulnerable is our society, or better say our country.
This issue is very important to my colleagues. A few months back, I can say almost a year, a female was arrested with drugs, and the picture ran away from the airport was being printed everywhere, and the name was flagged up. Today, we have a consignment of drugs. Let me give you a picture of this scenario. I was at the airport on Monday. This drugs that we're talking about here is not that it was coming in the country. It was in the country, it was being cargo to ship on Brussels. This is the picture. The drugs were here and they are made with cargo to go on Brussels to leave the country. So I mean, we even got hospital, stay here. Then the DA come to us. It's almost more than 72 hours. The person that carried the drugs, they arrested the person right there. And they gave them the link of the people that brought it and the people, the place they sending it. And they come and tell us they stay investigating. They can't name the person. That is deceptive to the Liberian people. We can't consider it. Disciplinary. Mothers are crying every day because they cannot get nothing out of their children. The Brussels Air, the airport authority, the joint security that raided this particular thing, they must be made to sit here to us and tell us who are the beings again that behind the thing that they're concealing it from the Liberian people. The fire drugs is not selective. It must be done across everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, lawmaker. These are things, at least when you're doing these things, then we will be able to appreciate you people and say, yes, at least some of the thousands of dollars that you people are collecting every month is not going in vain. At least, yes, for this one, I stand with 100% of Representative Webman Briggs Mensa. Thank you so much for this statement. But Ali, what say you? Let's also look at Yeke Koruba's own statement that indeed the people, they are not having time already. It is, let's just take that as fit value to say, yes, maybe it's the American people that are telling them that no, we not want to allow this to go scot-free or maybe to just go under the carpet. You guys have to go below or maybe go beyond everything and let's get out of the clear understanding about who brought in the drugs, where the drugs coming from, and who are those people that are beyond the drugs. Should we take, because from where maybe from what the lawmaker just said, it's been volume. Ali?
Maybe, excuse me, like I said, this issue, it is just clear to all Liberian people to know that these drugs, there are big hands behind it, and this big hand may be in the three branches of government. Like somebody said in the comment section here, they are doing as a quid pro quo or what kind of pro quo. So they are just looking for somebody now that you will be the sacrificial lamb, that they will just use say, oh yes, you know why? Because we don't want this to happen, we don't want this disgrace to come to this other person. So let's just use you. But now, like I said, I saw something that the drugs were arrested, and those people that were arrested, they are their transporter from the LDEA. But the main people, they are in other nations. They are in different countries. This is why they have started coming our way. So those transporters, they had to make us to know those people that are in different countries, who they send the drugs to. And how did the drug enter the country? If you continue to put more money into national security budget, and today they cannot just enter the country, according to Yeke, that the U.S. or the Liberian embassy, the United States, forced them that they had to disclose this to the public. Other than that, we're not going to know. This government, I will always say, don't trust the Unity Party government. Don't believe them in anything. These people, they lie about everything. When the issue of drugs become a national security issue, that to enhance people need is something that is classified. You can't just come out to say, oh yeah, these drugs we arrested it with John Paul, Peter, Mary Brown. Is classified to tell you that what the man said, that people in the three branches of government are involved, and if this government was transparent enough, we will see big people that attached to the drugs issue. And member brings, thank you. We can beat on you sometime, but the way you're standing up, we hope they will not undermine you at the equity to remove you from there. Because this government, you cannot speak. The moment you speak, and it hit the government, the next thing is for them to expel you or undermine you. So we hope and we wish your job is protected. Thank you.
Thank you, brother Abi. What say you? Who bringing in the drugs? Who are those cartels? How come after some days, some hours now, our leadership they are requesting for the appearance of the head of the LDA because all of the names that have been maybe have been connected to the drugs have been withheld, and Liberians are concerned. They want to know who are those people, who are those cartels. Even though we are fighting against drugs, drugs is seriously killing our children, our generation, and making us to look terrible. But we want to know who are those cartels, my brother. What say you?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
thank you again. You know, this is a national calamity for this country. No matter how people try to live in denial of it, it's a problem. You know, even people here, some or even kind of try to commend the effort whenever they go out and try to bring this thing to light, to try to save the nation. This thing is not picking who is Unity Party partisan, who is Sedition, who is ANC, who is no. Everybody's children are all in the street today. People from good homes, they are drug addicts today. They're walking the zombies, dying in the street. People beating on them like criminals because of this drug problem in our country. But the trouble is that the way it's been politicized. Today, the shoes is on the other foot and they're trying to conceal it. $19 million, not $19,000 you're talking about, that the country is troubled by it, and it's not only limited to Liberia right now. The fact that the U.S. government is involved in this thing, it's going to be there'll be a ripple effect. There'll be a negative reflection on the country and its leadership. They need to be bold about this. Even look, yeah, you guys are stating Representative son is in jail today. He didn't go conceal it because I'm my son, I'm going to hide it from the people. He said that the man faced the law. And he's there. He's going through, he served his term on it. And that was only for recreational purpose. And today he's in jail for that. How much more a troubling situation like this, like the trend the trend that my dear brother Dishi was talking about, where people using all kind of means. Mind you, Mabon, you have the country, the borderline are vulnerable. Maybe if you get a country today, another country, a neighboring country, I can't invade your country, you can say nothing about it. Is this kind of cartel you're able to stop? You can't. You just got to be resolute about it and be bold. Bring the people to light. It will discourage other people from doing it. But, I mean, I don't know how much to put it, Maybe. This is troubling.
But let's look at the security implication, though. What's going to happen? Because, as you said, sometimes some of these things, the politics, the political aspect of it, people don't want for people name to come out. Everybody want to protect their own. People want to protect the political party instead of the country image.
Well, but that's the problem. Not only the political party, Maybe the current government had a narrative that they ran with it for 6 years. They ran with that narrative for 6 years, so they want to do any and everything to protect that narrative, Steve. So based on that, they'll be embarrassed to come or claim to say, oh, John Brown is in this government or is connected to this government, or that John Brown's son here to tell the Liberian people that this is what's happening with them. So they want to continue that narrative, but unfortunately, it's not going to work this time around. The people will demand it out of them, both nationally and internationally. So
thank you. Yes, thank you. We'll come back to you, Brother Abi. Let's hear from Mr. Dishu. Mr. Dishu, what say you with all of the talking, the security implications, the people themselves, they are eager to know exactly about who are those people, the cartel, and how can we even fix this problem? I know that would be our enemy before going to the line. How can we even face this problem? Because it's indeed getting interesting. And you don't listen to the lawmaker, though. Go ahead.
Maybe from what I know and from what I understand about the cartel is that they normally go from the head. If they cannot get the head, they're going to get the next head of a whole country. I'm not talking about the Kwasa people around. When you want the business to run in your country, the protection behind that particular business is being funded highly. That means the city spend any amount of money because If you buy a thing from Venezuela or Bolivia for $2,000 dollars a kilo, when it gets to Guinea Bissau, which is right here, not far from us, also, they sell it there for 7,000 for 1 kilo. And when it happens to come to our side and things like that, to be shipped to Europe, it's going to about 30,000. When it gets here in Europe, it's about 50,000 per kilo. Now, that particular amount of money, if people hit the highest type of security agency within your country and try to secure that privacy within the setting, that means to say the chief of our national security, the different chiefs of all the security branches around the port security and all the people, those people have to be checked out. Those people have to know the fact that these people penetrate the area that will be able to let the goods go. So those are the areas of concentration. Now, if we don't concentrate on that area and we're only looking at about the petty people that follow it, we will be in the background all the time and things will just be entering the country and we'll have no way of trying to see how we're going to subdue it or try to get rid of it in trying to combat it rather getting into our country and getting out of our country. But I believe that the factory is being set up between Liberia and Sierra Leone. So if that particular goods was planned or was set up to be shipped to Europe here, that means to say the factory there in Sierra Leone, they transported it to Liberia, or they have a transit point in Liberia that they will bring it from Sierra Leone to Liberia and have it shipped. And these things are highly protected. So even if they're coming from Sierra Leone, maybe it could be the highest security person that is bringing it from Sierra Leone that will not be checked. Or will be a high a government official that will be bringing it in or have giving way for it to come in rather, being protected from their startup and they get paid. So this is a very, very lucrative business. And I tell you, the higher ups are part of it. That's what I can share with you.
Wonderful. That's good. Quickly, so those of you who are listening and watching, yes, indeed. In fact, our LDE officers, the LDE, they arrested $19 million worth of drugs. In fact, according to information, drugs were leaving Liberia and going elsewhere. So we don't know. Like, the lawmakers said not too long during their sitting, as to we don't know how many quantity of drugs that are already in country, and who are those people that are keeping it, which warehouse the drugs are, who keeping the drugs, who are those people connected to the drugs, and everybody taking risks. Let me be frank. All of us that are talking today about the drugs issue, we are all taking risks because drugs people, like other people are saying, these people, they don't joke because it's money matter. Anything that has to do with money, that either life or death. So we are all talking today because we love our country. We want our country to be drugs free. We criticize the previous government. Yesterday, some of us, we were all here yesterday saying yes for the people that were doing the drugs, I don't know, parade or what you may call them, that was doing say no to drugs. Yes, we do these things. We call our authority to say yes, employ more LD officers, increase the people's salaries. But again, that come back to the issue of security, Brother AB. Everything we are all talking here today about down to security and the power that be. At the end of the day, the power that be. Mayborn is a son right here, an LD officer, and I've been giving instruction that yes, indeed, no drugs or anybody for that matter who have drugs, make sure that that person be arrested and turned over. Sometimes, in many cases, you will see that the officers, the junior officers, or the officers who are struggling already without anything, when they do the right thing by arresting these people or even turning them over to the referral authority, sometimes nothing comes out of these things. At the end of the day, it will just go down until the other case die. So many cases where the U.S. had to come out and say, no, we want to go to the end of this matter. That's the only time you see these people coming out acting like they are working. Anytime you see this kind of thing happening, then you see America hang into you already. You see America already. I said something. So I think that was on Monday. I can't remember, but it before you come on. America don't need you and then to be holding and putting over things, over diplomatic things here and there. No. The only thing, just do the rightful thing and they will let you, they will work with you. But as soon you try to do things that will not be good for you, your people, and even America, no. They already see you as a threat. So all the diplomatic, Liberia and America sign they want, but you're doing drug business. They will not let you. And you allow people to bring in drugs. America won't let you, no matter what kind of deal you sign. So, but AB.
Yeah, you know, maybe again, it boils down to this issue about security. You don't have the security apparatus for this drug cartel. Maybe on the people that like my brother stated, the people got speedboats, they got submarines, they got aircrafts, they can drop those things. Just imagine, maybe when this government came to power in the air, and they said there was a plane that they caught at the airport there, and that plane left unceremoniously, and nobody knew wherever it went, and nothing happened. Now, what was the important? If Guinea-Bissau is one of the transit points for drug trafficking in this place, did the Liberian government or people that visited Guinea-Bissau ever educate? I mean, they ever explain to the Liberians the significance of that Guinea-Bissau in terms of the drug trafficking? We said no. You don't have the mechanism in place. Now, when you got the lower ranking guys at those various borders, it's just a matter of somebody taking a phone and calling you. Take, for instance, if you recall a few months ago, there was a guy that they arrested his daughter in an FDA environment. And the guy took a phone to the guy and said, "Man, let her get go. That's my daughter, let her go."
Indeed. One of the top brass.
Yes, he said that my daughter, that my angel, let her go. And Kim bring a shine. The guy insisted that this person will be apprehended. So is the case. That's how they have infringed upon by the authorities, and especially in this case, from my understanding here, that indeed higher ups are involved with this trafficking thing in this country. So it's just a matter of phone call, maybe. If you may born outside the border over there, what can you do as an ordinary man? You are way down the chain of command. You just there to take orders.
That's the first thing.
That's the problem.
You send you guys down there, no good logistics, nothing.
Yeah.
Somebody fighting trouble, but making $90.
Yeah. So maybe it's troubling. It is troubling, and I don't know how to put it, but indeed the country is in a serious doom, so to speak. That's all I can say about it.
I don't want to. Ali is there. Ali, if you're there, well, then also you can chip in with the security implication. If not, then Mr. Dishu will be around, because Mr. Dishu will keep investing in NSA, will keep investing in the other security system. But at the end of the day, all of these things, even before, like I said on Monday, before anything entered here, America already feeling here, already what happy, what that stuff that coming. All of these things are into all of these things. I don't know how come we think that we are so clever, we're so smart, that in fact we can do some dubious acts and be thinking that maybe that America will not see us. Especially anything that has to do with security. Yeah, man, go ahead.
What is happening is that Europe set up the very much a sophisticated system that stopped the drug from coming directly from South America to Europe here. And in every port here in Europe right now, they're fighting the drug, but they're not coming as much as before. So what they do now, that they started to go to Africa. Now, how come Africa got involved into this? They started going to Africa, and while they went to Africa, they went to the desert land where nobody would be, where nothing would be noticed. So they started going to Burkina Faso, and those different areas, the desert land, and were dropping their stuff there. When the DEA found out, when the American people found out that it was an outlet, that is when they set up the DEA Special Force for West Africa. Now, when they found out that the people were blocking them there in the desert land, this is where Liberia and Sierra Leone started to come in, because they want to use the different ports. Sierra Leone got involved because this drug boy that left from Europe and was wanted, who had one of the biggest drug trade business, who knows the network very well, was caught in Sierra Leone and loving the president's daughter. Now, the time that he stayed there, he has set up his factory and the network is there.
That what they can always do with the issue. They always go on top there, they always spend the money to go on top there and be connected to the power that be.
Exactly so. That's what I'm saying. The people will never go low. And that boy made his way. He survived. He survived because when the Interpol wanted to get him, the Serbian government refused. And it was a tussle. And Europe tried to stop the Serbians from coming to Europe. They wanted to set up that thing stipulating that Europe, that Africa, especially Sierra Leone, were aiding and abetting the drugs that coming here to Europe. You know, the boy got so much money, he owns so much properties around the world, and that's just a small boy. You see, so that particular network from Holland, passing through here, passing through our port, Antwerp port, coming to Sierra Leone and Liberia. It's a network that has just been set up in the last recent years, the last 4 or 5 years. And people have not been noticing it until real now. The DEA is trying to put all these things. That's what you've been seeing, that Liberia have been in the one line of getting most of these drugs caught up because of the information from the DEA. But if they're not from the DEA, we don't have no kind of machinery, or we don't have a network to catch no drug coming to Liberia or passing through Liberia.
Well, so there you have it. As those of you who just joining us, this is the Thursday edition of the SKTV show. This is not really about politics. It's not really about political parties, because no matter which political party or which side you think you fall, when the drugs come, the Zocos, our party so not too long. In fact, I went for my son after his school time, and in the community, we're hearing, the people there, they were talking about last night, some of the motor back row, or you can call them the thieves, last night they were, nearly take away one motorbike, if I want motorcyclist back, and they were able to, in fact, they had to come out to help to rescue him. And also, they were also talking, in fact, they also said that a lady also fall victim to that one, once upon a time when she went out for, for refreshment or something, entertainment or something. When she came home a little bit late, between 12 and 1 o'clock, they had to jump on her and take all of things. So these things that drugs. Anytime you see Arab been into places, anytime you see people into the kind of behavior, the kind of thing, like drugs, they can take drugs. Now, drugs can make them to behave the way they are behaving to you. So it's not about political party. When motorbike man will steal your bags, steal your things from you, that motorbike man, maybe that drugs person, maybe he may taking in drugs or instead taking in drugs. So that drugs can make people brave to do what when they are normal, that they won't be able to do. So the drugs issue, some of you want to do it, the party business. Oh no, not my party. No, that was your party. Will come here with beating. Some of you stay away from the political party stuff. When party time reach, we discuss party. Time for real issues that will affect all of us. Let's put hands together and discuss the issues so that the leaders will be able to change their behavior. You are the user. They will use you and get on top there. But then they get on top there, the one of the former LDA boss said, drugs business is a lucrative business. When people are into, they want to get money, they want to get rich, they want to be seen with flashy cars. As soon as you see that person straight, damn, when people get car, you see, some of them would not ask people. Steve was saying it in a few times about one of our sisters. Yes, some of you are getting angry when you see people sometimes spending money. Do your investigation. Don't ask them in that phone manner. Well, maybe they'll get angry with you. No, Even if that person live in a community, the community people, your check, know exactly what that person into, what they're doing. Because they're the only one that we all will be able to offer drugs. Because even the security, they are just to like Brother AB said, some of them, how much they're making? Some of them, they are even volunteers. Some of the ARD officers, they are volunteers. Somebody go do volunteer something. Then somebody go arrest somebody who get 19 million worth of drugs. They get up on 50,000 or 100,000. You think they will not go? They will go. So you see how vulnerable we are? So we are vulnerable. Now we want to know if the drugs that the people are carrying is almost like you are carrying maybe one part of goods. You know, the goods already in the country. Then you are, in fact, the distributors. So people were not distributing. You are carrying maybe so that maybe now were coming out. Then the LDA people, for example, though, then the LDA people arrested. So we want to know who are those people that bring in these consignments and where the consignments are. We want to know all of these things. It's been 2 years plus. Some of you yesterday you were acting like politics was all of your life. You were accusing other people by names, Finna Bondo, Jefferson Kochi, all of these. You're not even giving people, the rightful people, authority who's supposed to discuss the issues, give them time and chance to talk these issues. You allow the politician to brainwash you. Today, where are we today? Today, now, where are we today? The government has come with the mindset of integrity, explaining everything to our people. Where are we now? So,
maybe let me just add on to what you're saying before you go to the line, because I know it's almost 3:30. You know, the way just 2 days ago, they overdrive that the rescue missionaries and other people that support the party or the government, the way they were in overdrive insulting a clergyman from another country, the energy level they had. Maybe can you show me one post of any of those people that were insulting the feeling that have questioned where the drugs coming from or who are those that are responsible? They don't have that energy for this kind of thing. They have the energy that whatever, don't say anything about the government that will be negative. No, they got the energy. They want you to believe that indeed they will defend it, come rain or shine. This is the problem. Look around. Ask yourself. This drug thing has been 72 hours now. Where are some of the posts that people from that missionary or that rescue missionary asking the question here about the presence of that drugs in the country? Nowhere. Even in the House of Representatives, because Bema Breeze consider us an opposition. Where are the rescue missionaries, lawmaker over there? The other one was standing over there. They said they might investigate, how they call the guy, Melvin Cole. Why he couldn't ask a question on the floor in support of what Mema was stating? No, I mean, it is what it is.
When our people even getting frustrated with the voting business, they make me friend because all these people they use our people, they lie to our people at the end of the day, they see people become victims. No, but maybe you won't believe by the time you reach 9 o'clock here, if you see Pinsville, especially Dupont Road, that area is quiet. 9 o'clock, some of you today, 9 o'clock, before I even talk about 10, by 11, it's almost like midnight. So that means somebody can do anything to you.
Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable.
I can be thinking, what kind of country are we living in? 9 o'clock, they may see one officer. Everybody, the people, because the people feel that maybe that maybe nobody to protect them. So at the end of the day, people go to places where they find maybe they see maybe crowd, yeah, where they go. And the other community that remain vulnerable until maybe after a certain time in the morning, people wake up in the morning and come out. But to admit, these are some of our observations and some of us value 9 o'clock or maybe 9 o'clock. The entire place is quiet. So just imagine from 9 o'clock, 9, 10, then 11 p.m. here in Liberia become like midnight. Why midnight will be at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. But by the time you reach 9 o'clock here, the entire street already empty.
Because everyone concerned about security. So nobody's gonna be in the street walking around. Because some of the if a man is under the influence of drug or alcohol or anything, the possibility of he harming anybody, thinking that he's doing the right thing, cannot be ruled out. You understand? You're doing even in regain consciousness, it's late. The damage is done because they gotta support that habit.
And there were before I will come out quickly before go to a line. There were I'm not getting anything that our government keep investing in security, especially NSA and the other group of people. Just keep pumping money. You pumping money into things at the end of the day. We are not even getting any kind of results. Most of the results are we'll maybe hear, oh, America can help us, America can assist us into this thing. Then why are we pumping most of the monies into these places? Why can't we not even buttress the efforts of the LDA, the Liberian National Police? What kind of country that we all live, that we say we want? Yeah, man, the government building road. The government brought 15 pieces of buses. You bring 15 pieces of buses. How many people are riding buses? Even if you bring, where in Monserrado, before I even talking about Lufa.
But maybe if the point got like didn't get security, how they will ride the bus? You're not leaving your ride the bus.
And that's the question I always ask people when they make it. Oh, the government building roads. Joseph Baka yesterday, he was the same person on the record. Why should George Weah build road when there is no job in the country? You build roads, people use the road to go to work. You can't be building road when there is no job, so Liberians need a job. Why is Baka building roads today? Where are the jobs that he's creating and he's building roads for? When you add the cost, my cost. But they just issue, like I said, and I will continue to say, for the fact that the entire Unity Party, Mayborn, Mr. Dishu, Mr. Kone, the entire United Party, you haven't seen anybody to make any post to question their government. Where is the trust coming from? Who are those people? Because if you say, oh yes, you are there for the country, you want to see the right thing being done, this is time that you speak up when things are happening, so tomorrow you will be on the record. But now, they jealous those useless CDC former officials that are speaking today. Why you couldn't speak then when you were in power? When you kept your mouth shut today, you think who will take you serious? Only those fools will take you serious. To see the entire Unity Party officials today, everybody silent. That is alarming. That tells you that this is in a camp. And like Big said, you know how many left in Liberia? You know how many they are distributed in Liberia before that they were taking that one out? That just been in the country. So those people that they said they are transporters, we want to know, LDEA, how did they just enter the country? Let the transporter tell us where they pass to bring that amount of drugs in the country, and how many they distributed and how many going out. This is a government that campaign about joy yesterday. They talk about transparency. But as I will always say, I believe them, I don't trust them, they can lie. You come now and can defend the government, you're like a big, or in the comment section, you can tell us how they just enter the country. You see, that just been in the country, they are distributing it. But because now the kind of big hairs are there, how are they coming to announce it to the public now to say, oh yes, these are the people, and they say this other minister, the other director, the other senator, the other representative, the other manager, they are. This is where now they have become a classified issue. And that's my question. When the issue of drug became a national security issue in the country, but because big hairs are there, and at the end of the day, they are going to hide them, because I read something from LDEA that those people that they are under transporter, they mean people they are not in the country. So those transporters, then they tell how the drug enter Liberia.
My man, I said that yesterday on the show again, that the man who bring the thing for you to buy, and you will buy it. That thing, nobody can. Anyway. Oh God.
Anyway. Aliyu, let me tell you this.
So when somebody not in control, I can't remember. When somebody not in control, or someone in country, remember, all those people who have tied with these people. I've known you and these people, you are already transacting. That means you may have getting your share of for that drug money.
No.
Tell me, say, oh yeah, I come in. Maybe that you tell me say that the real people not here, they are the other people here. No. Even if the Mayborn need that, tell the people that yes, Mayborn interact with these people. I mean, I know them. That how the rebels, when you have a rebels before, that how they walk in. People know people enter into the country, they will welcome them, they will give them something, they give them something to play for them to be. Thinking that maybe when these people come, they will be a help to all of them. No. As soon as the war intensifies, everybody knows how running around. Then you now who open door now for these people now you even get to understand how it's late. Well, anyway, yeah, go ahead quickly, brother.
Listen, that narrative that you're talking about, that's what the people want you to talk about. To talk about all the people that are doing it, they're not on the ground.
But now what they said,
They
now
are
what I
there.
read, now what I read.
I you, they are there. They are right in that place.
They are there.
The heavy hitters are over there, right there. They are the orchestrator of those things there. So that notion, boys then are doing something, they will not show the real people. That's the narrative they want you to carry. It's false. The bigger hands are involved in a particular cartel thing there. They are in a look how packaged that thing is.
Yes, compress, seal, and stem.
All right.
Somebody
to give you that narrative. Oh, the real people not here. They are there.
They are there.
Yes.
See how that dross is compressed, steel and stem. You want to tell me? And then how they managed to even take it to carry it to the airport where big hands are not inside and escorted in. All of these things. Because they know Brussels normally lay in Liberia. That's the only problem I get with that people. I learned that Benin, but now that I'm learning Liberia, I trust that airport the wrong way. You see, Brussels always.
Well, that's it. Let's go to the line to hear from our people. Just here, just leaving. Now you are the center.
See, they born. They are deacon. Yeah, they are deacon. Need to catch
just for all indications. They just have been seized. Yes. So let's go to the line to hear from our people. One of our brothers also in Asia. Then on the line with us here.
When we say we can't praise the government, when we praise the government, they make us sheep.
So this was, in fact, to this call, good evening.
This is the common question. My name is Timothy Willie. I really have a question about justice. Before I go ahead, this person, there's some of this community. I don't know why for a 50 years, I'm so disappointed in the GE. And mind you, there was 10 years back then, I arrested my people with a swapping of drugs. The airport for Morovia, city is a fear. Let me tell you. And GA was talking about this. Why GA would he have your drug cartel? Because that drug is burning. If you check on it, there's a name on it now. Just check it. Just look at it. CRSE reporting. That's the name of the cartel. Why about now we don't go for this cartel or the city of the cartel? How they operating? Where they operating? Who is behind this cartel? There's a cartel that's scaling up the earth. This cartel is scaling up the earth. And so the learners from there are just speaking back to the old man on Nigeria. Where are you? Speak out now. If you think you're a coward, don't really want to wear black and ladder or some job or say no to job. This is a real town to say no to job. Encouraging the DA to come clear and clean. All the name of those people you call those same guys and let there be more around. Thank you, neighbor.
Thank you, my dear brother, to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, neighbor. Let me say hi to our panelists. This is Edward Khan, member of the Concern Liberia for Justice. Instead of being imported into Liberia now, we are now exporting it. We go from, okay? And the more funny thing about it is that this government, when they were in opposition, they were dancing on the street, no more coach. You know, the past government were importing all of these drugs into the country. But here we are today, under the rescue government. Instead of getting rid of drugs, we are now packaging it, sending it out of the country. So, can you imagine that? That you are telling me that you got 6 persons, you are still investigation. They look at some of the word you're using. They are various layers, they are surrogates, they are various elements. What are these talking over there, FBI? Who is for? You are not saying the certify or you know the other people. What we are asking you is that you arrested working raw for less than $20 worth of marijuana. How come we talk about $19.2 million worth of drug? How we cannot identify those that appear this drug? We want to know. So I
All right. Thank you so much. We want to know. David King, good evening, my brother. Yes, go ahead.
I mean, it's so bad. Yesterday, when the $100 million drugs were arrested, before they could even open the truck, they busted me. Those that brought the drugs, that people already being called by the unit party and surrogate. They said, Jamade Kodi, they put Chinabolo there, they put George there. So why now? Don't you who knew drugs trafficker need yesterday? Today, $19.2 million drugs are being arrested. Everybody know that drug, this is not the first time. There are 4-way pass through there. There's a cartel here operating. And I want to believe if you in that laboratory here that is producing drugs, because if you can say that kind of drug, pass over here, compress it, put safe on it, show destination for it. It means that you are a zero drug.
Yeah.
And you deliver your good or your drug in the door that is for you. That's why you get. So we get me here and put the lines of all who must know who brought us this.
The thing I brought, he said the team different, the team going. The people were taking it to carry.
So the person who producing it here, that producer and his motor, you know that. And Tago Bravo, let us know that Tago Bravo is the one that producing the drug.
All right, thank you, my dear brother. The drugs were leaving. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Thank you. My dear, we are sending and I'm putting this group of people back here. That's why we can send that drug of process. Therefore, I call
Sometimes they can do better, but I don't know whether maybe that they envy or what, or maybe that the politics or the fear or what. We don't know. Myself, what I'm saying tonight, I join you to also, but go ahead. Thank you so much. I will tell you, Samuel. Good evening. Hello? Yeah, go ahead, my brother. Yeah, my man, that means maybe your network to where you're sitting or maybe to where you are, maybe it's bad. So call back later on when you finish doing adjustment. Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Western community and a member of Nigerian for Justice. There is an artist that says when the criminals are not given the chance to see you, they shout the loudest. That's why you are seeing the Unity Partisan and his officials. None of them are speaking today because yesterday they were the ladder boys talking about drugs being imported into our country, accusing President Weah and Pinagono. But today, they are the one now stealing. That's why you are not hearing them. So we want to ask them, who brought this $3.6 million war for drugs into our country? Now that you have transitioned from a group of people who claim to have declared drugs as a national emergency to an exporting drugs country. You see how it is? You see the irony? Those two guys came to power with lies, and this clearly indicates that all of these drugs that were arrested under President Weah, those guys were the chief architects. That's why they are proving themselves today. Unity Party, they are not there for drugs. That's why God is with them. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Today's caller, good evening. My brother, we here, we thank God, God guiding us. Are you you switch. How you switch in you back? That didn't work. You just switch in. Maybe you. All right, thank you so much. To this caller quickly, good evening. Yes, Pantia, good evening. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Samuel, I don't know whether you are much better. Hello.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your school. Let me see. Let me thank you. This is how the family for Omega Mark and the crowd, like this. Labor to the point. Labor is this. Let me tell you, it's DEA, the LDEA. They cannot get the like people detailed information. Detailed information about drugs. Therefore, people will assume that they are the ones, all the drugs that they get in this company, not pretending that it's fucking drugs, but they are not pretending that they are harboring drug traffickers, drug dealers, all around the state, it's not pretending. You win a company, you say the drugs are in the company, you go and arrest the drug, then the drug leaving the company, you go and arrest the airport, you already told them that these people are.
Like what is I don't know what get machine I can face out or I enter before even leaving. This is just confusing, man, and troubling. You can't blame the no, you can't say that. You can't blame the LDA to maybe they may not have the justice and so forth maybe to go forward. All right, thank you. Every day I'm waiting for a national security threat. Hello to this caller, good evening. Yes, my dear, good evening.
Good evening, you are talking with Kefalo Wea.
Okay.
I do join a conversation for my resident people. But let me just find the point that you don't know that indeed before we come to an end, they confuse leadership was sway different, they draw issue was sway to different place with our friends or thinking. I tell a true story. Thank God that we are almost 200 plus years now. Our celebration is coming. See, we are exporting iron. 1.9 million. We are exporting drugs.
I'm telling you, the TV is surprised me.
Yeah, see, we are exporting rubber. We are exporting gold. 1.9 million. We will also export drugs to us. 1.9 million. That's a good development.
Jesus.
To tell the true story, you will never know that it's criminal always tell you that, yeah, but we see that you are never that criminal unless that criminal not show nobody. But what they are showing somebody pointing finger at somebody, that means they are a major doer. That what most of the street smart guys do. Really those directly individuals we call the leadership in town today. I tell Nola, we fall down and tell what the Nigerian pastor exposed to us that we are confused.
Thank you.
I'm confused.
All right, thank you. Let me take Hussein. Hussein care with my brother. Good evening.
So, following to my ear, so
Hussein, let me ask you this question. The phone that you are using, for example, if the phone that you are using is illegal phone, the phone that people they've been looking for, and they found the phone with you, who will be the first prime suspect? Yeah, my man. Answer me. Oh God. So the drugs fly to the port. That's where I'm coming to, because we have thousands of people that follow the radio station, my dear brother. We'll not come here and play our normal politics. Time for politics, we all will play other politics. Well, excuse me now, wait. Excuse me, my dear brother. Our people are spending millions of dollars beyond security. They have to be informed. They have to be on top of all of the necessary information. So that's why I'm asking you, the drugs didn't fly to the airport. There are people that carry the drugs there. And when they get maybe all of the drugs, I guess that they took the drugs from people. And who are those people that they took the drugs from? Who own those drugs? Where the drugs come from? How the drugs were maybe brought into the country before leaving? These are things you're supposed to be at your fingertip before even calling for a press conference. So other than that, there's no need.
So in fact, the NSA is involved with this investigation. So insecurity more often, you will not find all of the duty information coming to the public. When the investigation are launched, then the judge will have the source, and then it will come to the public what's being consumed by the public. So this is national.
Okay. So that means the other information part they can do a pick and choose. They want it for the public and they want it for. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
You know, this thing being here for critical and that's stuff I'm telling you. There's just issue when you have to with the NAA. When the grab road is really fucking wrong, they put that many people for to really. Why is it that the authorities are promising to do the other one like everything is going to go to executive manager do that in 1 week time?
That means it just be following that. It just be following that BB people here is as simple as ABC. I just looking at simple. Thank you, my dear brother. To this caller, good evening.
How are you today?
My dear brother, okay, thank God for life.
My name is Mamusa from Only from Program. Therefore, I beg you, please give me a few little minutes. Let me just tell you one or two things. The issue of these drugs, let me be on record again today, like they were on record doing $100 million drug something. It is no government, it's nobody. It's somebody. It starts from where and is going to be in future government if they don't do the right thing today or tomorrow. This drug testing has started from the day. You see the children who used to be betting, that mindset is something that boy that get from the day those people start introduced to the drugs. And some of the people who were here, they were helping us on peacekeeping. They look at it as a lucrative business. Some of them, even when they resign, they are here. And some of our people also are here. They have now formed part of that particular group. You know what they can do? They position themselves very well for every government that comes in power in order to use the higher office in order to do the business.
But they get money. They think that money, my brother. What the money can do?
That is what I say. So now, at the end of the day, for me, I'm not worried about this government. We are fairly during the time of the $100 million. People were saying, our CDC government, they people brought it and whatsoever. That is a West syndicate. Dollar just stated that the diversion of the drugs, when it was taken straight from South America to North America, they have now put a kind of measure in place. They are now diverting it to Africa where they know that it's vulnerable. And the sad part about it for us here in Liberia, if we do not take time, we're going to be subject to stringent measure in few times to come, because they know this is another home again. Definitely we're going to have a difficult moment we are trying.
Thank you. And there where the issue of sanction, you start hearing the U.S. government talking about sanctioning of people. Some of you there, you'll be calling a bit defending. You think that defending thing, yeah? Don't even know you'll just be joking. Yeah, James Harry was asking us to whether maybe, yeah, they always running the drugs after arresting them. Sometimes they keep them for a little time, sometimes 2, 3 months, 4, 5 months after they go out there and they burn the drugs, which of course some of us were witness to this thing. But again, my people, the drugs were leaving. If I let's hear from our lawmaker quickly, then we'll go to our team of panelists for closing so that we can go home for the day.
Very well. This issue is very important for my colleagues. A few months back, I can say almost a year, a female was arrested with drugs, and the picture ran away from the airport was being printed everywhere, and the name was flagged up. Today, we have a consignment of drugs. Let me give you a picture of the scenario. I was at the airport on Monday. These drugs that we're talking about here is not that it was coming in the country. It was in the country, it was being cargo to ship on Brussels. This is the picture. The drugs were here and they are made with cargo to go on Brussels to leave the country. So I mean, we even got house full. Stay here. Then the DA come to us. It's almost more than 72 hours. The person that carried the drugs, they arrested the person right there. And they gave them the link of the people that brought it and the people, the place they sending it. And they come and tell us they still investigating. They can't name the person. That is deceptive to the Liberian people. We can't consider it. Disciplinary. Mothers are crying every day because they cannot get nothing out of their children. The Brussels Air, the airport authority, the joint security that raided this particular thing, they must be made to sit here to us and tell us who are the beings again that beyond the thing that they're concealing it from the Liberian people. The fight of drugs is not selective.
Wonderful. The fight of drugs is not selective. It's not about political party. It's not about which side you own, which side you don't own. At the end of the day, it's just about the country or our nation. And these things, Brother AB, Mr. Aliu, and the other Mr. Dishu, when care is not taken, I foresee sanctions. I foresee, yes, serious, maybe sometime, when we can say Uncle Sam sometimes getting angry because of some of these things. I foresee some of these things happening. But again, we listen to our people. It's time for all to go home. Let's start with Mr. Dishu. Mr. Dishu, you close us.
Yes, Mayborn, it was very interesting this evening. The information was shared, and I think the public contribution was good. But I want to leave with the Liberian people and the government. If the DEA is partnering up with our Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency, we should be able to take the opportunity now to ask the DEA for certain kind of equipment, and we need help. If we can bring in 1 or 2 sniffing dogs, let them negotiate. Let them make a request for certain things that will be able to help. Then the people will know that we have interest in the business. But if we don't show no sign, they will always be giving us information. They will not give us that credence of being very serious. So we should make ourselves, we should put ourselves in the position of asking for a request of help that will be able to give them that authority to be able to get more drugs being caught by the measure and equipment that will be able to acquire through the request from the DEA. So I admonish the government to think about that and see how best they will be able to negotiate for some kind of help in alleviating this drug business in coming into our country. But like what the representative said, the thing is packaged in the country already. So we got a deeper problem. That means to say we have a factory, or we have a transit point between Sierra Leone and Liberia, in which I have been trying to check the routings out and how the things were being escorted to and fro. I think we have a serious problem in our country, and I think the security forces in the country cannot do better because they're underfunded and there's nothing for them to do, so they would only rely on what the DEA tells them. So we're in a serious problem. That's what I
All
have
right,
to say.
thank you. Yes, thank you, Mr. Tishu. Brother AB, what say you? We gotta go. We listen to our people. They are all crying with the issue of drugs. Even though yesterday it was politics, but now reality is now showing that I think we don't need to do politics anymore with the drugs issues, and now come together. I want people in CRBS to fight the issue of drugs.
You know, maybe drugs issue is a perennial problem. It's a global crisis, and to politicize it every time and demonize people, destroy people's character, especially people in leadership. When it's not you, then other people should be destroyed, all because you want to get there. And then when you get there, you can't look. Maybe you can't solve a problem if you don't establish the problem, or you don't acknowledge the problem, so to speak. The issue there is that today you got 72 hours. They're telling you 6 people. What is so classified that you got cameras, you got everything at the airport to tell immediately Quita or article Quita or whoever were arrested? It was published up there. They put cars on her head, they parade her in the street. What's wrong with this at this point in time? Make it known. Seek for assistance. Even if it causes you to seek international assistance for the fight against this, it will be the best thing to do. And then they stop the politicization of this particular issue. First and foremost is that today, the very government, the Ministry of Mine and Power Costs, I don't know whether they had a press conference to even speak on this issue. They would not. But when it comes to arriving in Ghana, I mean in Nigeria, or when it comes to other political leaders in the country, they will start to insult them, tell them they got empty score, they got big head, and everything else. But when it comes to things that affect the common people, today I listened to a mother that was literally very, very, very robust and speaking vociferously, telling how angry she is. I think she was one of those that supported this particular government. And she see today her son. She said her son used to be brutalized every time in the street, blooded up all over the place because of drug-related issues. So see such a thing, and they're trying to conceal it from the populace is a problem, maybe. But you can tell me fast spend, man. It's great to be here every time to help. Whatever we can do to conscientize the people of the nation and speak to them and have their input too. Thanks for the time.
Wonderful, that's good. Brother Ali, what say you gotta go? I know the second half of the World Cup between, in fact, the first game between Mexico and South Africa. Mexico is already in the lead 1-0. I think it's first half now into the match, and we will soon be going for at least we'll soon be going so we can watch the second half of the game. But Brother Ali, quickly, what say you?
Thank you, Maybon. You know, this is disturbing, and it is so shameful. Yesterday, you say George Weah were bringing drugs. We didn't catch George Weah with drugs. We didn't catch Finabono or Dalo Jefferson Koji with drugs. And today, it is under your feet. And the silence of the Unity Party on the drugs issue, that just, you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you that they are involved. Their big hairs are there. This is why nobody can talk. Yesterday, senior female were on the radio. Daniel Sano attacking there. But today they went for mega press briefing. They can't say nothing about the drugs. The moment you talk, they behind opposition to attack them, to be causing them. Mo Ali, you were fast to call the pastor or gangster or Zogo, Pacho Honda, and the other people. Why are you people not talking now? It will be disgraceful for them to say this other person that, this other person that, then like people will say, but you people said we were bringing drugs, and we've been hearing that those people been doing drugs in their country, and finally it has been proven. This is it. when drugs basically became a national security issue in Liberia, that when people are caught, it's a classified information, you cannot announce their name. We don't need a rocket scientist. Their hands are dead. And why they are quiet, silent, me concern. That is a Liberia people. You always know the real drugs dealers that in Liberia. They were not Josh Weah, it was not Finabono, it was not Jefferson Koji. That the drugs dealer they're in power now. They have been busted. And no matter how they had it, it will come up. The American government is involved. They will come up. We will know how the drugs enter Liberia. The transporter, they had to speak to the Liberian people. They need to call the people names. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brother Aliu and Brother AB. Thanks to all of you, Mr. Dishu. Thank you so much. The birthday men were also here.
Yeah, and let me say happy birthday to Steve, man. Steve,
yeah,
I wish you guys many more years. Oh, Monk too? Okay, Monk, yeah. my regards, man. I hope you guys celebrating Grand Star, okay?
Yes.
Maybe I'm going out to go watch the game. I thought you were going to join the LDA to carry on some investigation.
Few months back, I can say almost a year, a female was arrested with drugs, and the picture ran away from the airport was being printed everywhere, and the name was flagged up. Today, we have a consignment of drugs. Let me give you a picture of this scenario. I was at the airport on Monday. These drugs that we're talking about here is not that it was coming in the country. It was in the country, it was being cargo to ship on Brussels. This is the picture. The drugs were here and they are made with cargo to go on Brussels to leave the country. So I mean, we even got hospital. Stay here. Then the DA come to us. It's almost more than 72 hours. The person that carried the drugs, they arrested the person right there. And they gave them the link of the people that brought it and the people, the place they sending it. And they come and tell us they still investigating. They can't name the person. That is deceptive to the Liberian people. We can't consider it. This plenary, mothers are crying every day because they cannot get nothing out of their children. The Brussels Air, the airport authority, the joint security that raided this particular thing, they must be made to sit here to us and tell us who are the beings again that behind the thing that they're concealing it from the Liberian people. The find that drugs is not selective. It must be done across everybody. Take us very.
There are things we can do. We bring good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The brothers giving us here and the purpose of them. So welcome my life without again.
I live
Master.
Clepali suo me konyo ake Sktv-Lib. Se macheni tina ke ase majamu. Enji sano muni emu aye yo. Enji lofa emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
Ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kwanagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kwanagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena nakagiyarina ya tumale, Sktv, ena nakagiyarina, tosi wakoma ya tumale.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Lopa, and Grand Baza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monserrat, Sano to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.